Is this thing on? Testing, testing. You've just been to see the Backrooms movie, which is directed by Kane Parsons. And it was an interesting one. I was not sure what to expect. We've just come out of the movie, so we've just gotten back to our place. We were in the theatre in London. And initial thought, to give you some pros, you're looking at it's quite a creepy watch. Some of the locations and the way that it's filmed, it makes you uncomfortable, and you won't go into this looking for your usual horror slasher suspense movie, but it's got a unique feel to it, stemming from the online creepypastas and the internet culture that's kind of set that up. And I think it's a really cool concept. I like going along with that and seeing what it brings. So full creds to it there. It does nail that atmosphere that they were going for. So you can tell a lot of work's been put into these places, and it's almost like it works in a way that it's normal, but you can't quite put your finger on initially why it's creepy. And that's what I like about it. That's what I give it credit for. In the set design, the way that it's put together, you know something's not quite right. It's the lighting, it's everything that makes up the bigger picture, but you can't quite tell. Creds to them as well as the sound design team, because there were some of these moments that really brought it to life with that sound design. So I really liked that. The setting and characters as well were they were both really solid acting from them. I thought the lead male actor was really good in this. He had some really good moments as well, but I thought in terms of writing, the lead female character really stood out to me. It's really cool seeing how interesting ways that internet culture is influencing filmmaking, and it's kind of making its way into mainstream media and influencing it. So if this is successful, and I think it will be, it'll be good to see the ways in which this influences other big productions that come along. Con-wise, because not every movie's perfect, right? If you're going into this expecting a traditional horror suspense movie, you're not really gonna get that. It's a little bit different, and I think you have to kind of just take it for what it is. Is it everyone's cup of tea? Probably not, no, and that's okay. But what it does, it really sets that scene. And if you're going into that looking for that reference to the original source material, you're going to get it. So you know what to expect with that. But for those who are going into a new experience for this, their new story, it's going to be weird. It is a weird one. And I think going out of the cinema experience as well, you could tell those people walking out of there scratching their head. And that's what happens sometimes. But overall, it made me think. It made me think about the world. There was some of the writing. This is getting into spoilers now, so I wouldn't listen as much to this. But in terms of writing, we had the lead he had a bit of a 180 where after he was found, seeing him turn and kind of go to a dark side really was a bit jarring for me. I get that his character had these hard times and, but for someone to go that out of it, the only thing I was wondering is there something we're missing? And again, this is spoiler territory, but is there something we're missing in between our lead female protagonist coming into the alternate world and him getting trapped in there? What are we missing that's going on? It was just a bit sudden for me, and I was going, whoa, what's going on here? The movie does leave you thinking about more afterwards, and I do like that. It gives you something to think about and talk about afterwards and speculate and trying to figure out what's going on. So I really did like that. And it's interesting to see what more could come from the world. I don't know if they're planning to do more with this world, but to see what would happen afterwards, I would be very interested to see. And yeah, overall, it's a cool atmosphere. It's an interesting world. Full creds to the guys who did it. Overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. And yeah, it's worth seeing.